Hey guys, so Black Mirror Bandersnatch. I played through it yesterday with my girlfriend, and I today saw a very interesting review as if it were a game. Basically, they are a game designer, and they are big fans of the Telltale games. And so they, as a game designer who loves and plays the Telltale, branching storyline games, gave their very long review of what they consider the Bandersnatch game. And I found that to be very intriguing because I never considered choose your own adventure books to be games. And so when I watched Black Mirror Bandersnatch, I didn't consider that to be a game. But it obviously is a game, or maybe not so obviously. If you consider it from the perspective of you are controlling the decisions that this young man with mental illness is making to see outcomes, and maybe you have a desired outcome. It's hard because there's no points and there's no winning or losing. I mean, you make this kid suffer.
See you in the next life, yeah?
You or not. I mean, I guess maybe you got the 5-star ending, though my 5-star ending was pretty bad for him still. So I don't know if there was a 5-star ending where he lives or is happy, but I don't know. Again, I didn't necessarily play through all the storylines, and maybe mine were just more evil about what we were doing to him than other people. I probably not. I think most of us probably got the evil outcome. So is that a game? If you ask me if Telltale Games is making games, I would say yes. In many ways, I feel like you win if you survive in a Telltale game, right? Like that's you're almost guaranteed, because every time you lose, you're just going to reload the game. But that's any video game nowadays. So you're navigating through, and every time that you fail, you restart. Maybe all the way from the beginning or just a couple steps back, and you navigate forward again, and eventually you get through to the end. And I got to an end with credits where it literally closed up the window, and so I guess I finished the game. I can't say I won the game. Do you have to win a game for it to be a game? I guess not. I think survival can be winning the game. I don't know. But so I thought I'd talk about the game, the movie, the TV show, the episode. I don't know. I like Black Mirror in general. I loved the nods towards Metalhead. That's great. Metalhead was a great high budget episode of Black Mirror. The paths forward, the tongue-in-cheek, where you can really start directly interacting with this boy who has mental illness in the show. All of that I think was really good. I'm trying not to give too many spoilers. By all means, watch it on Netflix. We did it we have this big giant table that you see in some of our other streams or in our old videos, and I have a 70-inch TV right there with a mouse and keyboard that we use to pull up things when we play games, and maybe music videos while we play games, whatever, all that stuff. And that's how we played the game. I wished we could have done it from the couch, but I don't think the Netflix app, while Chromecasting to the TV in the living room, would have worked. I don't know, maybe I should try it, but I don't think that's possible. I hope they go further with this technology. I think it'd be very interesting if Netflix becomes basically a game studio where they've reinvigorated the choose your own adventure. I loved choose your own adventures when I was a kid. That was probably the first role-playing game. I'm calling it a role-playing game. The first role-playing game that I ever played was choose your own adventures. And very specifically, my girlfriend at the time in high school introduced me to the Lone Wolf series. This was like a Kai monk who you actually had a character sheet and used a pencil, and you'd have to keep track of stuff, and you could cast spells. And so you had to be honest or not, because you literally were supposed to roll a die. And if you failed, you were supposed to go to this path or that path. And the funny thing about it is I never cheated. I don't understand why. Because I often would never finish the book because it was hard. And now I ask myself, why didn't I ever just cheat? Just to finish the story, gosh darn it. Like, come on. But I never did. Because I guess maybe that's just not my personality or whatever. I don't know. Now I kind of want to go back and just see what the endings would have been if I had been the badass who could roll, above average. I don't know why. I roll well when I'm beating someone else, and I roll really poorly when I'm just trying to see if I can trigger a random event or something. I don't know. So, Bandersnatch. Yeah. Black Mirror. By all means, check it out. It is super cool. It's a little boring in the beginning, and I did feel bad about subjecting my girlfriend to it in the very beginning, but it starts getting very interesting, and I think it's worth the investment of time. So by all means, I want to know, do you guys think it's a game? Did you think it was a good game if you think it was a game? Did you think it was enjoyable in general? And the person I saw review it hated the kind of tongue-in-cheek, oh, we're being clever with this circular meta writing. And I love that stuff. I like time travel. I love parallel dimensions. And I love when the author breaks the fourth wall. So I love all that stuff. And I don't feel like they're being condescending. And that's why I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, these writers think they're so clever. They're being clever, and I don't think they think they're being more clever than us. They just think they're being clever and they're having fun with it. And I love to consume content of the authors that are having fun with it. That's me. I like fun stuff, and I like people who are having fun, and I like everybody to be having fun. But I want to know what you think. Comment down below, and bye guys.
Dancing through the streets, we wander, falling for the fire.